is really happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
The Atrociraptors of Jurassic World Chaos Theory were terrifying, menacing even. These were the exact same ones from Jurassic World Dominion, Ghost, Tiger, Panthera, but noticeably, there's one missing. Where is Red, the Atrociraptor? Today, we'll be trying to explain this further. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Chaos Theory video. You've been going crazy with the support lately here on the channel, so I can't thank you enough for all of that. Today, we're going to be attempting to try and find out the answer to another question that I have had and what seems to be on the mind of many of you guys as well. Where is the fourth Atrociraptor in Jurassic World Chaos Theory? So, if you ever wondered this after watching Jurassic World Chaos Theory, then please be sure to stick around throughout the entirety of this video. Since we are in the spoiler-free weekend right now, make sure you're aware that this video does contain spoilers for Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 1. Please, I can't stress this enough. Go and watch Chaos Theory Season 1 if you haven't already done so. It is genuinely really good. We're aiming for 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure you're also subscribed to the channel to help us hit that goal and for you to also enjoy some Jurassic related content here on YouTube. A second season of Chaos Theory is coming soon, as we covered in yesterday's video, so be sure you're prepared by sticking around on the channel. Today's like goal is 2,000 likes, so let's aim for that target. But now, once you're ready, sat back and relaxed whilst enjoying your G Fuel after using code SWERVE, it's time to find out what happened to Red the Atrociraptor in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So, what are the Atrociraptors? Well, these guys are essentially some kind of weird mixed concoction of Jurassic Park 3's The Shaun of the Velociraptors and Atrociraptor DNA. No, they are not hybrids in any way, they are amalgamations however, which means that some DNA was spliced in but not to create a new species, it was just to kind of fill in the gaps if that makes sense. The same way the Ceratosaurus, the Corythosaurus, the Ankylosaurus, even the Spinosaurus, all from Jurassic Park 3 are all amalgamations and not hybrids. This is exactly what has happened to the Atrociraptors. Now, we first saw them debut in Jurassic World Dominion in 2022's Jurassic World Dominion, which takes place in August of 2022. These guys were shown to be trained in the way of the Indoraptor, able to respond to human commands and even follow lasers. Using this technology allowed them to hunt down Owen and Claire, however, unfortunately for them the humans got away. The last time we saw what happened here was that the three Atrociraptors of Tiger, Panthera and Ghost were chasing down all of Owen and Claire. Whilst Ghost did make it into the aircraft, he did slide out of the airplane. Now, as I have mentioned many times in some other videos, I believe that it is confirmed that Ghost did in fact survive that fall. So he is alive and somehow he must have swam back to shore. I'm not too sure, but ever since I found that information, I accidentally lost the article that confirmed this from what Colin Trevorrow, the director of Dominion, said. So do take that with a pinch of salt. I'm still trying to find the article, I do apologise, but I'm like 80% certain that he did confirm that Ghost survived. And make sure you remember that, as it's very important for later in the video. So we got to see them in the multi-sequence in Jurassic World Dominion. But in Chaos Theory, we only saw 3 of them, which is very interesting. And it was the 3 that were last seen chasing Owen and Claire. Ghost, Tiger and Panthera. In Chaos Theory, wow, you know, chef's kiss, they were incredible. Like truly, they somehow made the Atrociraptors so much better than what we saw in Dominion, and I didn't think that they could get better than what we saw in Dominion, but they did. They showed a more natural animalistic side to these dinosaurs, but also showed how, you know, they can also be pets at the same time, but also rabid animals, you know, just all of this stuff together. They managed to make the Atrociraptors look so good, sound so good, and act so good, and I really enjoyed them in Chaos Theory. Now, in Jurassic World Dominion, we see that the Atrociraptors are being controlled by Siona Santos. Siona Santos was basically a black market illegal dealer when it comes to dinosaurs. She doesn't necessarily own the Atrociraptors, but she did have the technology. She was basically in control of trying to find somebody who was able to ship these Atrociraptors over to Riyadh, which is in Saudi Arabia. So while she does not own these dinosaurs, she does have, you know, some degree of what these dinosaurs are capable of. All she was pretty much there to do was to be the middleman and to find somebody to be able to fly these dinosaurs out to another country. But in Jurassic World Chaos Theory, they actually seem to have an owner this time around. I don't think we ever got a name, so do remind me if I'm forgetting her name, but let's just call her the creepy lady because she gave me the chills. I did not like it. She was she was very creepy, but to be honest, she said no word throughout the whole season of Chaos Theory to the point where I kind of liked it because it just added more to her character without giving her more, if you know what I mean. Like, it just made her really creepy yet interesting. It was really good. She was a great character. But yeah, it seems like she is now the owner of these Atrociraptors. Sure, she could just be using the Atrociraptors, but we do see her numerous amounts of times throughout the season petting the Atrociraptors and even feeling sorry for these dinosaurs when they were still up to listening to her commands despite them being very, very broken pretty much. So it does seem as though she now owns these Atrociraptors, but it is very interesting that she only has the 3 of them as we still need to discuss where is Red. So let's start to get really deep into this theory here. Now, when we take a look at Chaos Theory, originally we thought that Chaos Theory takes place before Jurassic World Dominion, and that's because of the teaser trailer. As we now know, the scene with Rexy in the teaser trailer does not actually take place in the show itself, it's merely an intro. So there's no time frame based on that scene, and clearly it should take place in 2021 before Rexy was captured. So the next best thing to do is to pay attention to any time frames that we are given in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Firstly, in my episode 1 breakdown, we did discuss that a calendar on Darius's wall does say September, and since this show is confirmed to take place in 2022, that should be September 2022. But if you're still confused about it being around that time frame in the summer, in the late summer area, well, when we do take a look at the call logs on Brooklyn's phone, we see that Darius was sending voice messages back in September of 2022 as well, which means that it is clear that at the earliest, Jurassic World Chaos Theory takes place in September of 2022, 1 month after the events of Jurassic World Dominion. Which means that these Atrociraptors have somehow made their way from Malta, and instead of going to Riyadh, they've gone to California instead. Which is slightly confusing considering that, Saudi Arabia is quite literally the opposite direction of America, but But what does this mean for Red? Well, as we know, Panthera, Tiger and Ghost were chasing after Claire and Owen, but what happened to Red? Well, if you remember correctly, Red was actually captured by Owen after he tried to pounce onto Barry. If you remember that scene, that's what happened to Red, and we don't really know what happened to him ever since. So I presume what happened here is that the Atrociraptors of Ghost, Tiger and Panthera were called back from maybe Serena Santos, since we know that she did escape from Barry's clutches, or maybe somebody else who had the technology to round up these dinosaurs, and they were able to ship these 3 over to California in the meantime, leaving Red behind in Malta. Therefore, I assume in some way, Red was unable to get to California and we just had to make do with these 3 Atrociraptors for the time being. But it does seem like Red might be appearing in Season 2, we just have to wait and see. Why do I think this? Well, the Creepy Lady's trailer that we can clearly see, I think in episode 5, we see that it does have 4 cages. 4, not 3 for the 3 Atrociraptors, they have 4. There's 4 cages right there, which pretty much confirms to me that Red is at least in the mind of the creators of the show. They didn't just forget Red, they actually have Red in mind here, and that something is going to happen because it's clear that, there's supposed to be another dinosaur there and we don't have it. And the only explanation for that is that that's where Red is supposed to be. So it is clear that it was always meant to be 4 of these Atrociraptors. Which means, since we know that Jurassic World Chaos Theory takes place 1 month after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, it's clear that Red was left behind in Malta and the other 3 were transported to California within that month time frame. Now, I don't really know if these are leaks too much, so do take this with a pinch of salt, but apparently some Chaos Theory renders, some early renders that were going around showcasing the Atrociraptors, they actually show Red, the skin pattern of Red, so it's clear that at least in some degree DreamWorks and Netflix, even Universal, are aware that they do want to do a story here, or at least connect Red in some way as well to Jurassic World Chaos Theory, which implies that we will see him in Season 2. So to me, I believe that Red is left behind on Malta, he will eventually make his way to California, or possibly even go where the campers are going. As we know, the campers are leaving America, they're leaving mainland America now, we don't know where they're going to go, and Chaos Theory is described as a globe-trotting adventure, so clearly they are going to another country. This could be the country where Red is at, and also we know that the woman at the end of Chaos Theory, the creepy woman, she kind of just left the scene and the Atrociraptors ran away. So it is clear that something is going on. That storyline there was kind of left a very open book. We don't know anything about her. She's a very mysterious character. The Atrociraptors are still alive out there as well. Are they still going to be hunting the Camp Cretaceous kids? We don't know, but I would assume so in Season 2. Which means that wherever these campers are going to go in Season 2, which might actually end up being Malta, there is a good chance here that Red the Atrociraptor will be appearing. So to me, all of that kind of adds up, and I'm excited to see Red in Season 2. But don't worry, I will clarify this very, very shortly from some very official sources, so be sure you stay tuned for that. I'm working on some things behind the scenes. Hopefully by the end of this week, I'll have a video up pretty much explaining loads of things. You'll see why I'm very excited, why I'm hyping up this video, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it, but I would highly recommend that you do stay around on the channel for exactly that, because we're going to be clarifying loads of things, we're going to be uncovering loads of things, and don't you worry, any question you might have will hopefully be answered. But yes, I'm still trying to clarify all of this with official sources, with the time frame, with what's happening with Red, and yada yada yada, all of that type of stuff. But yes, it does seem like Red is not forgotten, and he will be appearing in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. He was just left behind in the meantime, off screen, possibly still residing in Malta. And there you have it. It is slightly weird, as we were kind of led to believe that Chaos Theory takes place before Dominion, but the on-screen dates do suggest otherwise. That would also explain why there's no threat of the locusts flying about, as we knew them to be practically everywhere in that world. As we know, at the end of Jurassic World Dominion, the locust epidemic is pretty much over by the time September rolls around. So yeah, we still need clarification on this, but fear not, as I am working on something behind the scenes that I'm sure you'll love and will help clarify some details about exactly this. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel with post notifications turned on. You really don't want to miss this one. But I do hope that you all enjoyed today's video, and I hope that it did help with you finally getting an answer to your question. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in Season 2, as I'm sure we'll get an answer to this very, very shortly, a more official one. But in the meantime, be sure you like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new around here. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month, on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.